Hey everyone, and welcome back to Toy Foolery. I'm your host, Big Face McGee, and today we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Shadow Tracker. I'm a huge fan of the G.I. Joe Classified line. They actually they do a really good job with articulation, they do a really good job with accessories, so I'm rarely disappointed in the figures. So, two things we need to check out before, as usual. We're going to take a look at the box and make sure it's better than your mother's. So, the reason why I have the figure outside the box first is because inside the box, we always get, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but inside the box, we always get these cool photos of the figure behind the figure in the box, which I always find super cool. But on the box, we have a photo of the toy, render of the character, the number 108, because that's the one in the series, and a render of the toy in the back with all the accessories, showing some key items on the back, another photo on the side, and yeah. I really do like the G.I. Joe Classified lines. I think it's actually a very good line. They put a lot of effort into it, and I appreciate it. So let's take a look at Shadow Tracker and see how good of a figure it is and if it's worth your time. But before we get into Shadow Tracker, let's open up the accessories and see how they look. Cobra 108. So for accessories, we get his quiver with his bows. We get his recurve bow, his compound bow, rather. I apologize. An arrow, a hatchet, a hunting knife, and 2 replacement masks. Let's see. Can I take off the mask of this fellow in the box? Opening stuff horribly. So here we have Shadow Tracker, and as I was taking out the box, I messed up his face. Let's see if I can take off this piece with my non-gripping puppet hands. I cannot. Let's try again. Well, there's a reason why I couldn't take it off, because I'm not supposed to. On closer examination, this face is actually part of it. That would have been cool if you actually had a replacement face, but that's fine. So I guess you put these masks over so you have I call this the Predator face because that's what it looks like to me. And then we have the invisible Predator face. Both of these look super dope. I'm probably going to display it like this, the way they had it. But even without the mask, that's super cool itself. The detail on the shoulders, the bones on his arm, articulation, double jointed elbows. Can't tell, but double jointed knees. Only thing that might be an issue is that his fur makes it impossible to lift his knee up beyond his leg up and beyond that, but that's fine. Drop hips, not a fan of, especially if you're going to hinder his articulation with accessories. Then it makes no sense to have drop hips. The bane of my existence, shoulder guards that don't let you raise your arm. didn't have a shoulder arm, he'll be able to actually do that. But this piece, oh, I take it back. Can you do it? Can you do it? Yeah, I totally dig the G.I. Joe team at Hasbro, because at the Marvel team, this same piece would have been stuck and I wouldn't be able to get his arm up beyond a certain point. But as you can see here, even though it's fighting me, it's able to actually do a T-pose. So hooray for that. Necklace stay down. Great detail in the hair. Even though it hinders his motion. And I'm not a fan of hair being hindering the motion of the action figure's neck, but that's fine. So you're going to get a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, not a lot of up or down because of the hair in both directions, which is depressing. But other than that, this is a super phenomenal figure as in itself alone. It gave me a holster for my knife, so hooray for me. Or that's a holster for my hatchet, apparently. Give me a holster for my hatchet. Swivel. Back and forth. Oh, wow. There's articulation in the torso. Makes me wonder if I can take off the vest. I cannot, but pretty sure I could pop it off and use it for something else, but not going to do that right now. It's a really good figure. I really do like G.I. Joe's Classified. The amount of effort they put into the figures is evident in the toys in themselves. It's not kind of just like, hey, we got to get reuse and we got to reuse what we can and when we can. Every time I get a figure, I'm excited by it. And okay. My knee is slightly askew, but it makes me wonder, does it have a swivel in the knee that I'm not aware of? Or did they adjust the knee because you're expecting him to stand like this because he'll be firing a bow? Very plausible, but his knee is not straight for either of them, I guess. Let's see. Anything underneath here that I should be aware of? Nope. No, good figure. Good group of accessories. His quiver attaches to here, I guess. Huh. Okay. Now I see something that I don't like. Oh, that's gross. That's super gross. So, ah, that sucks. So the hair is hindering not just the motion of the head, but it also, because of accessories that you attach to it, the hair is limited. Once you put this on, because there's a peg right here, a peg hole right there, and it's not even all the way in, and I have to slide all the way in. But once you put it in here, the head can't move anymore, because if you did, you'll knock off the quiver, and the quiver doesn't want to stay. It probably needs some heat. That's fine. But the quiver is not going to want to stay, because as soon as you move your head, it's going to break. So his head is meant to stay this way unless you move it the other way. And once again, as you're moving the head, you have to move the quiver to get it into place. And once again, these are action figures. I know they're supposed to be toys, but it's kind of depressing that you can't play with them, because as you're moving it, if I move this, I'm limited to the motion of the head because of the quiver. And I guess the arrow goes in here. Slide in. Cool. And I assuming the bow attaches here on the back. No, this is a super cool toy. Like I said, my only gripe is that the hair is so stiff that it kind of ruins the whole experience with it. But other than that, this is a cool toy. Totally recommend getting Shadow Tracker. Is a must buy because I'm pretty sure that I'm thinking this is a Walmart exclusive, which means that you're not probably won't be able to get this on the secondhand market very easily. I really hate exclusives for that reason. But yeah, must buy. Get it while you can at a normal price, or you're going to regret it when you have to pay $40-$50 for this. Thanks, guys. Thanks for checking out my videos, and I will catch you in the next one.